am pretty excited about today's episode. We're going to be talking about the VRBO trip board for two reasons. One, because it's vacation season and we want to book that vacation with you. The second is the byproduct of that is getting some good home improvement and home decor ideas. So let's get started. We love helping you save more so that you can do more. So hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our episodes each week. Guys, I got to tell you, I am so excited about this episode because I love DIY projects and I love budget-friendly things. And if you were to put the third thing up in like I just get excited about, it's travel. And to me, I like to combine all of them together because travel inspires me to find home decor and home improvement ideas in the places where I am and bring them back into my own home. Sometimes I need to search of how to do it, and sometimes I do it as a DIY project. So I'm hoping that you get some inspiration out of this as well. But we're going to use the VRBO trip board as our source of kind of keeping track. It's almost like the Pinterest of travel. That's how I'm saying it. So if we go over here to VRBO, at the very top it says trip boards, and you'll see that it says heart. That is my favorite ones that I have. I have named them. I did one for pools and one for Sophia's graduation, just to like I'm using this as what I'm going through right now. So the first benefit of a VRBO trip board is you are allowed to invite somebody. So if you are doing a trip that has more than one family, in our case, it's my mother and my sister, the three of us are kind of agreeing on what are the most important features of the home that we're looking for. So in this one that says pools, to me, that was what I thought was most important. So it allows me, and actually, let me show you how you go back and do this. If I am on, let's say, this house right here, and first you have to put in where you're going and what your dates are and how many guests, and then it pops up 19 different homes that may be right for you. If pools are the most important thing for me, you can do that in your filter. And if I go right here, I say waterfront house. Let's say waterfront pools, whatever, something near water. If I am loving this, then I can put it right here to saved. You see, I already hearted it. And then I go over here to my trip boards, and underneath pools, that home is listed. It's right over here. So that's the first thing that you can do with your trip board, your VRBO trip board, is it compares the different properties that you've hearted so that other people can decide. And again, you go right here, you invite them. If I press it on invite, it says invite to log. First I have to log in, and then I can send the email address and send it over, and then we can all talk about it. The second thing I like about using a trip board is you can look at the different features of the home, and I'm going to go ahead and show you, and you can compare, such as this first one over here has 12 bedrooms, this next one has 4 bedrooms, and this one has 4 bedrooms, and the last one has 7 bedrooms. Bedrooms are important, but to me on a vacation, bathrooms are equally as important. So if there are 12 bedrooms here, there's 12 bathrooms. That's a pretty good ratio. But if you look at the price, it's $1,949 a night. If you're splitting that with 4 families and you're going for a week, not so bad. But if you're doing it with 2 people, that's a little hefty of a vacation. I'd like to come with you. But a trip board is really good for you, not only just to invite your family members or friends who are going on that trip with you, but also the different basic features: price, bathrooms, bedrooms, how many it sleeps, and we're going to go next to amenities. So after you've compared the price and the bedrooms and bathrooms, sometimes, so I'll go over here to my trip board, and yeah, this $1,900 a night, that's not going to work out for us. But these two that are $329 and $357, they are pretty good. So they're kind of in the running for me. So now I can click through the pictures and see, okay, what kind of decor are we talking about? What kind of, is there a movie theater? Is there a ping pong table? Is there a pool table? Is there a pool? Is it beachfront? Does it have a lot of chairs and a lot of seating? What's the kitchen like? Is it big? Is it small? Does it seem pretty airy, or does it have like a cute little cottage feel? Any one of those decor or features, amenities, can sway you from one side or the other. So that's another reason why I think a trip board is really good, because now I don't have to, and so I want to show you as an example. Once you open up, so this is like where I saw all 6 or all 12 of the original. I think I have actually one more over here. right here. I had 1 out of 19 available. So if I kept opening these, see there's one with a corolla with a hot tub. And then if I go over here and I scroll down a little bit, I can open. So all of a sudden I have all these tabs open. The beauty about the tripboard is that if I like this one, so right here I'm going to save it, and I'm going to save it in my pools, and I'm going to now go back over here to tripboards, and I'm going to go here to pools. Now that one is right here as well, and I can look at these 3 or whatever side by side. So once you have your tripboard laid out and you've decided which one you're going to do and you book it, that is awesome. But for me, that's where kind of the fun begins. I like to go back. Okay, first, if you are trying to decide in your own home, maybe what style you are, or what kind of projects can I do to spruce up the house, and you're sitting there looking through Pinterest, or you're sitting there looking at magazines and stuff. I still love Victoria magazine to get a lot of my inspiration. Tripboards are a great place to get an inspiration because you can kind of pick a price range. If it's a lower rental property, typically it's not kind of dressed to the nines. You're not trying to rent, $1 million property. But if you look here, I'll take it back here. So this one rents for $329 for average a night. That might indicate that it's further away from the beach. It doesn't have as many amenities. Maybe it's not as big. There are some reasons that are going to affect this price on your tripboard. But if I go over here to this $1,900 a night, it probably has something else going for it. And so for me, I kind of want to know. Granted, it might be the 12 bedrooms, 12 baths. But my guess is that if you click on the pictures, you're going to find something else that's going to be pretty inspiring. So once you and your family or friends or whoever's going with you on vacation have decided on your VRBO tripboard which one you are going to book, go ahead and book it. But if you are still having some, wonder which one would go, I like to say sometimes, do you like the comfort of home, or do you like something that's different than your home, hence being on vacation? If there is a decor that you don't have in your own home, but you can see in the pictures, wow, that is really different than what I have at home. Why not try it? Try it and see if you like it. See if that's something that kind of makes you feel at peace. Or maybe, I know for me, I'm not a modern decor person. So if something was screaming loud colors, or if it was just kind of drab and messy, I would maybe go, not maybe my first pick. And so is there another one that we can pick that maybe is more, not necessarily the comforts of home. I don't need a vacation where I live, but if it maybe speaks to you in a different way. I don't have beach decor in my home, so I love going to the beach and seeing like all out committed beach decor in the VRBO that I rent. So that is just a tip as you are looking at your trip boards to see if one can sway you one way or the other. So I need to go back to the beginning and say, sometimes I put ridiculous houses on my tripboard because I want to get home decor and home improvement ideas. I don't know about you, but I could watch home renovation shows. I could watch every episode of HGTV. I could watch HGTV on really any Love It and List It, Chip and Joanne, love them. So for me, a tripboard, yes, I plan it for my trips, but I also use it for future home decor ideas or just home improvement things that I see that maybe I want to put in a different property that we happen to rehab. So if you are as crazy as me, join me for a second as I explain. I'll go over here. So let's take this for instance. This home rents for $2,000 a night. So that's a significant amount, but it also has 12 bedrooms. So I'm thinking it sleeps 36. So you could pretty much rent that with like 5 or 6 families, have a good time, and it's not going to run you up. But if I go over here and I say, okay, what are you getting? Not only just size, but like what did they do? First, I can see I love just the placement of how there are all these couches and not just one coffee table, but 2 to meet the needs of the people who are in the home. 36 people, that's a lot of cups on the coffee table while you're watching a good game or while you're ringing in the new year or whatever you would happen to be watching on that TV. Second thing that I like as far as the decor is I like how they use the upper window as a place to display art. Why do you always have to have it on just a pedestal or on an end table or sitting wherever it can be broken by my children, which is what I always think about. That's an awesome idea to put it up there in the window. And I like how they had the window as one smaller one and then a top window, which it all looks like one piece. So I would have to research that kind of window if I was going to be doing some type of wall feature that I want to do with windows. I like that. A third thing that I see in this picture is this stone mantle and fireplace. I love that. And that is such an not easy, but it is a DIY project that you could do. And if not, you could hire somebody to do that in your home. If you have a feature wall, if you have a fireplace and it's dated, you could update it with this beautiful stone and then this awesome piece of, if I were at the beach, I might even do driftwood right there as that mantle. But there are so many things that you can do. And that's just in the main living area. I always go to the kitchen as well. Actually, who doesn't go to a balcony and view? But let's go over here to a kitchen. I could talk all day long. Let me stop here first. A pool room. If you are renting, so put this on your chipboard or at least on your ideas for if you are entertaining people in your home, what a great way to have a sink and refrigerator. You could do this in a basement where you have enough tables, like they have a card table over there. They have a couch for the people who don't want to be involved with either one, but they still want to be in the middle of it. And I have to admit, this was something I really liked about this house, is you look over here in the door. First, the crown molding is gorgeous around the door. But if you move, hello, movie theater? Yes, please sign me up. So these are just some things that I think about when I'm actually going to do a whole entire episode on home movie theaters. How can we, now that's pretty fancy because that's like 15 chairs I don't know if I have a room big enough that I could do 15 chairs that I can get to. Our attic is, but I'm not carrying those type of chairs upstairs. But that is a fun way to make your home an entertainment center. If you like to entertain, why not set up some fun little speakers, some chairs with some cup holders, and I can imagine a popcorn machine over here. But again, we're going to talk about this later. But you can use these trip boards to get ideas that you can implement in your home. Pinterest is not our only source. However, I love Pinterest. But you can use a VRBO trip board as well to then bring that vacation vibe home to your home. Would you tell me in the comments below if you have used VRBO to book one of your vacations? Well, this brings us to the end of our episode today. I hope you've enjoyed using VRBO trip boards to plan your vacation as well as get some inspiration for home decor and home improvements that you can bring to your home. If you need any help on projects, you might want to consider looking around because we have done pretty much every area of the house so far, and we will continue to every Saturday, so hit that subscribe button. But if you are looking for some courses that you would like our help on, giving you step-by-step instructions, again, in the description below, we'd love to help you with that. So have a great day and stay tuned for another great episode.